the coldest place on Earth. Deep in the frozen wilderness of eastern Siberia, there's a tiny village called Oymyakon. And get this, it's officially the coldest inhabited place on the planet. Back in 1933, the temperature there dropped to a ridiculous 67.7 degree. That's 89.9 degrees. It's wild. And the name? Ironic twist. Oymyakon comes from the Evenki language and means water that doesn't freeze, because of nearby hot springs that stay warm even when everything else is frozen solid. With just 500 to 900 people living there, surviving in Oymyakon takes some serious creativity. Houses are built on stilts so the warmth inside doesn't melt the permafrost. That's the permanently frozen ground. Cars? They're left running all the time so the engines don't freeze. Pens stop working, phone batteries die in minutes. And when it drops below 55 degrees around 67 degrees, schools shut down, which to be honest happens a lot. Food? Forget about fresh veggies. Their diet is all about survival. We're talking reindeer, horse meat, and frozen raw fish called stroganina, super high in protein and fat, which helps people handle the insane cold. And here's a curveball. They do have summers, and we're not talking slightly warmer. Temps can shoot up past 30 degrees C, 86 degrees C. That's over a 100 degrees C swing throughout the year. Nuts, right? Even though it's crazy isolated, like the only road is called the Road of Bones. Yeah, built by prisoners under Stalin, dark stuff. It still attracts bold tourists looking for a true adventure. And yeah, it's a shock. Trying to sleep in that freezing cold, barely any sunlight, feeling cut off from the rest of the world. But visitors usually leave amazed by how tough, kind, and welcoming the locals are. Living there means layering up with serious winter gear. Think fur-lined, heavy-duty, survival-level stuff. Breathing in that air for too long could hurt your lungs. Most folks cover their faces entirely. Glasses freeze, eyelashes turn into icicles. Exposed skin, frostbite in minutes. But still, kids are out there playing, adults taking care of animals, life just keeps moving. The cold isn't the exception, it's the norm. Then there's Yakutsk, another city in Siberia, not too far from Oymyakon. It's actually the coldest city in the world, with over 350,000 people toughing it out. Same building rules. Nothing touches the ground directly, or it'll mess with the permafrost. Even with the bone-chilling winters, Yakutsk is a major cultural and economic hub in the region. Everything there is built for extremes. Water and sewage systems need super smart engineering so they don't freeze solid. And forget fast emergency response. Ambulances can take hours, even days to arrive depending on the weather. That's why community is everything. Neighbors look out for each other. It's not just nice, it's survival. And here's the surprising part. Most locals don't want to leave. They've got a real connection to the land. Kids grow up learning how to spot frostbite, build fires, handle animals, walk safely on ice. What feels extreme to us? That's just normal life for them. Health-wise, you'd think folks would struggle, but many live into their 80s and stay pretty active. All that protein, fat, and daily movement keeps their bodies strong. Plus, that extreme cold, not great for germs. Fewer viruses and bacteria can survive. Culturally, Oymyakon is amazing. Traditions from indigenous groups like the Evenki are still alive. A lot of people believe in nature spirits, celebrate the seasons, and pass down epic stories during those long, silent winter nights. Tales of eternal ice, mythical creatures, and the first settlers who braved the unknown. Even with limited internet access, the village is a hotspot for climate research. Scientists from all over the world come to study the permafrost and how humans adapt to extreme environments. Crazy, right? One of the most remote places on Earth is helping us understand the future of the planet. But Oymyakon isn't just a cold statistic on a map. It's proof that people can survive, even thrive, almost anywhere, as long as there's wisdom, community, and respect for nature. While the rest of the world is speeding up, chasing comfort and convenience, Oymyakon moves at its own pace, cold, slow, steady. And that's why this is where our journey starts. Because the extremes of the world, they're not just trivia. They're real-life stories of strength, courage, and insane adaptation. That's what Global Extremes is all about, showing you the raw, unfiltered planet where people live, on the edge and make it work. So, buckle up, because this is just the beginning. We're heading from freezing cold to blazing heat, dizzying heights and everything in between. Earth is wild, and we're here to prove it. One epic story at a time. Catch you next episode, Extreme.